Hello, hello. Let me just check. Is the sound working? The sound should be working. Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just get this on my screen. It's not on my screen for some reason. Hello. What is going on? Let's make sure the sound is all good. Yes, it is. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy JT, and welcome back. We are back once again to Rankwang. How are you, my brother? It's a big one. It's a mouth-watering one. Can we finally get a good FA Cup run? I can't remember the last time we've actually had a good cup run in general, let alone a cup run. I just wanted to say today is my baby party, so I'll not be in the stream today. No worries, my man. I hope you have a great day. I hope your baby has a great party. And I just hope you and your family have a great day all together. No worry, my man. Hi, Joe Depp. How are you, my brother? Good to see you here. How are you doing today? I'm not doing too bad yourself. I got up early. Got a lot of uni work that I've been hammering through. And just about got off in time for this massive game. Hello. Kicked off. It is about to kick off in about a second. Should be going on in a second here. Sorry, I meant birthday party, not a baby party. Oh, I was gonna say, okay. Anyway, bye, have a good day. No worries, man. Have a good day yourself. Oh, no, not again, is it? Not doing this again, is it? Oh, it's not doing it again, is it? So excited to see Ikel Del. Is it lagging, everyone? I can't tell if it's lagging or not. If it is, just let me know what's going on with it. Let me just get the time on the screen. Sorry, that's messing around a little bit. The time is glitching around, sorry. Sorry about that. Let me just sort this out for you. Just in case anyone did want to sync theirs up with mine. Lewis Bait as well, I am looking forward to. I did just see a message there. It's fire kicked off 2 minutes ago. It's fine kicked off 2 minutes ago, no worries. Hi JT, hope your internet connection is better now. I can't tell you that because on my side it seems good, but then it's telling me that there's some problems here. Damn house. So excited to see Harold, Bait and Greenwood. Tell me about it. I'm very excited to see Bait. I'm not 100% happy with the squad. I don't know about you guys. There's a lot of young players in there that I'm very excited to see. Harold, like you say, having a massive game today in centre half. Big game for him today. Greenwood, massive game for Greenwood. Starting up top is Sam Greenwood today. This is his shot, you know. He hasn't really been given too many opportunities in this side. But this is his chance to prove himself. As I need to prove myself by sorting out the tags on this damn stream. If you don't mind me. But massive game for Sam Greenwood today. Alright, we're back. We're back. It's fine, kicked off 2 minutes ago. I don't know who he is, but if you are here. You are a Bomber Clark legend. You are indeed, whoever that guy is, whoever that one whole absolute legend is that has just liked up the stream. I don't know who you are. I don't even know where you're liking from, but all I do know is you, my man, are, as Curved Glass just said himself, an absolute living Bomber Clark legend. Vor and go. Sorry, is that Russian? I couldn't tell you. I don't know what that means there. JT, I'm hearing Bamford Joffrey out for 4 weeks. Do you know if it's true? Bamford is not out for 4 weeks. Bamford, we don't know when he's going to be back. He hasn't come back into fitness as of yet. As for Joe Gelhard, he could be out for about 4 weeks, yes. Joe Gelhard and Tyler Roberts are both out. Tyler Roberts, obviously, as you saw, got injured in the last game. Came off, pulled his hamstring. And everyone actually thought he was off just because of suspension. No, he actually did get injured. And then Joe Gelhard also got injured in training, and he might be out for 4 weeks. Now, that is bad. That is not good news. Bamford should be back. By all accounts, should be back for the next game. We all thought he was going to be back for this game, but Bielsa in his pre-match conference, he comes out, he says he's not finished with his fitness yet. Just let me know, by the way, if this is all silky smooth, by the way, as Leeds are on the attack. The aggressors so far, 4 minutes into the game, early doors, but nonetheless, hit the like button with fresh air for a whole win fresh air for a whole 6 months. Indeed, you will. The freshest of the freshest air. Rumor has it, if you do hit the like button, every time you take an inhalation of air, it will become purer and fresher by the second. It also says that your penis will go 3 inches, so you might as well, you might as well. Your doctor recommends it. My mate Tyler, yeah, your mate Tyler, something's playing up, was playing up in the stream, is it? Ah, shit, man. Is it actually? Don't tell me that. Oh, man, let me check it on my phone. West Ham on the ball right now. It is Diop strolling around at the back. Something's playing up. It seems so good so far. Touch wood, it seems alright on mine. Thanks, Curved Glass. Love a freebie. Here we go. Speaking of a freebie, Leeds might have a freebie of a goal here. Oh, Junior Firpo trying to slot in Mateus Klitsch. Not quite getting the rub of the green there. Junior Firpo, by the way, what did I tell you about Junior Firpo? Junior Firpo has been very, very good the past few weeks. It started off against Man City. Unfortunately, he wasn't there for the Arsenal game. I said he was going to be a big miss because I'd really liked the way he had been playing and growing into that role the couple weeks prior. Boom! Last week, a lot of people's man of the match. Absolutely sumptuous performance by him. Didn't get taken on once, yeah? This is a guy at the beginning of the year that was getting skinned by Iwobi. Last week, didn't get taken on once, yeah? Couldn't get past him. Yeah, he was an enforcer. He was coming forward. He was comfortable on the ball. He was just looking classy. He was looking like a Barcelona fullback that we'd expect, that we paid £15 million for. And he's really, really growing in. I'm telling you, Junior Firpo could just turn out to be the real deal. So keep your eye out on him. I know I was very critical of him at the beginning of the year, but this Junior Firpo right now that's grown into it, top player. As Lanzini skips through Bait. That's not good for Bait, but Junior Firpo has his first take on of the game. And he marshals his man out well, forces him to put a early cross in. Poor JT, Mr. Buffer, always picking up on his street. Is it actually buffering? Because it's ever since I've come back to London, man. I don't know what it is with this London internet just shafting me over, man. Like, my download speed's calm. It's my upload speed that is just so terrible. What if I try and open this door here? I don't know if I can try and open the door, if that'll make a difference. One sec. Let me try a little something. See if that will help it. Who knows? Let me try and crack my door open a little bit. increase the internet pathways coming through. Oh, Mateus Klitsch, lovely bit of pressing there. Gives out to Sam Greenwood. Sam Greenwood back to Jack Harrison now. Jack Harrison still strafing forward. Go on, my son. Oh, go on, my son. Oh. Yeah, hopefully, I don't know if the buffering has cleaned up. I can only pray it has. If it hasn't, then at half time, I'm going to go down and whip my internet into shape. But Leeds starting off very, very well with what is a very young squad. Yeah, what is a very, very young, inexperienced squad. If anyone doesn't know the lineup, by the way, Sam Greenwood is starting up front. We have no Rafinha. We have Dan James on the left. We have Mateus Klitsch in the pocket just behind. Jack Harrison on the right, of course. An experimental two-man holding midfield role with Lewis Bate finally getting his role. Finally getting his start. A lot of people have been craving for him. Does it keep dropping? Oh, man. I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This damn house. I know I said I'd be in my other house by now, but I stayed here for an extra week. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Get it out. Off the line. Off the line. Clearance by Luke Ayling. Oh, my God. West Ham come forward again. What is going on here, man? On my phone, it looks calm. Wait, what quality is this? It seems calm. It seems like it's all good on this end. Hopefully, maybe it's resolved a little bit. But lovely clearance there. Sorry, I just got a bit sidetracked there. Lovely clearance off the line by Luke Ayling there. The ball comes in. It's claimed by Lier. Rolfs it out to Luke Ayling. Come on, this is it. This is the counter-attack we need. All those shirts springing forward there. This is what I'm talking about. Leeds have started to get their intensity back as the past few weeks have gone on. Obviously, after those couple of dreadful performances with City and Arsenal standing out in the mind, the reason for it was we weren't working right. You know, we weren't working hard enough. Never mind the quality, fill the width. What do you mean the width? The girth. The girth of what, though? I mean, I consider myself quite a girthy individual. Not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, it says. As such, viewers will experience buffering. Well, YouTube, how about you sort yourself out? Well, if I try and... Let me see what I can try and change here. You're too young. Didn't quite get that one. Flew over my head there. Is there anything I can change about this? Connection poor. Well, that's not what I want to see. Oh no, Vlasic coming forward here. Poor defending by Leeds. Oh my God, Antonio ripping a shot from deep. Maybe the stream latency has something to do with it. Was a TV show back in the day. Oh, Jared Bowen whipping the ball in now. Dan James with the clearance. Lovely clearance. Only as far as Fredericks. There you go. Lovely pressing by Jack Harrison, though. Is this still... Oh, man. This is so confusing here. This is so confusing. It says it's working on my phone, but on my computer it doesn't. I'm just gonna have to leave. I'm just gonna have to roll with this. If it does completely crash out, then I will have this. If this carries on, I'm gonna restart it. If this carries on, I'm gonna restart it. Yeah. Hang on, this is looking rough. This is looking very rough. JT, have you reset your internet connection? No, I haven't. It's I'm in a new house. That's why. That's why the internet in this house is really... One second, one second. It says it's improved a little bit. It says it's improved a little bit. Hopefully it has. Anyway, back in the 17th minute of action, or rather the 18th minute of action. Can't even get my head right these days. West Ham coming forward once again with Declan Rice. It has been a bit of a timid affair today. Bit of a cage fest so far early doors. West Ham not really able to cause us any damage, which is good considering our makeshift style defence that we do have back there. Holding his own back there. Koch doing the business so far in that holding midfield role. A lot to be desired for. Left a lot to be desired for, did that shot. Gonna need to see some more pressure from Leeds today, though. Come on. I'm so sorry about this. I'm so sorry. JTV say internet connection. JT missing action today. I'm so sorry about this. I'm honestly, I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Man, it's just messing with my head. It's messing with my head, to be honest. This is astonishingly bad quality from me. Oh, I'm so sorry. There we go. Leeds flicking the ball forward now. Gonna need to see another flick on. Lovely click with the outside of his foot. Gives it to Koch. Sam Greenwood it is now. Pressing into the final third. He's got 3 men around him. Still Sam Greenwood. And he goes for a long shot for no reason of man. He had 2-3 men around him there. Had a great opportunity to slot someone in. I don't know why he's going for the shot there. There you go. Opens his body. Has bait in the middle. Has Klitsch to his left. Has Dan James making a diagonal run to his right. And he just decides to go for a pop shot. A pop shot which goes nowhere near on target. Goes straight into row Z. And Leeds relinquish possession of the ball. Yet again. Dan James now trying to ignite some sort of press. Trying to get some sort of energy from these Leeds United players. This has been a very static game so far. A real cage fest, and it looks like it could be a 1-0. It could be a 1 goal in it. What we can't afford is to go to extra time and draw because, you know, we need the legs. We don't want to be wasting energy on an extra time in this game, especially when we have them in just a week's time. You could look at the fact that we have a lot more youth players out and they have a lot more experienced players out, so we could tire them out more, but with the paper-thin squad that we have, I don't think we can afford to risk any of that. We need to keep our players as fit and as fresh as humanly possible. And a 0-0 going into the end of 90 minutes and going into extra time is exactly what we don't need. As Diop charges forward. If he could just slip on his arse, Steven Gerrard style, let us nick the ball, that would be very, very helpful. Thank you very much. Instead, he doesn't do that. He cruises through that Leeds United midfield there. That Leeds United midfield which cannot get anywhere close to him. Lanzini it is this time round. Lovely bit of pressing by Robin Koch there. Robin Koch is all over the gaff, by the way. Like a cock in the red light district. He is up in the left. He's up in the right. He's literally everywhere on that pitch. Covering every blade of grass today is Robin Koch. Real performance from him there. A lot of energy. Someone's pumped him up with some Viagra. Some crazy-ass Viagra, I'll tell you that much. Because he has not stopped today. He hasn't stopped. Jared Bowen with a dangerous free kick, though. Can he get it in? Declan Rice whipping it in from deep. It goes only as far as Mark Noble, who gets it out. It's cleared away. Are they going to give a penalty? I'm not seeing here. There's a lot of deliberation. It could be a penalty. They haven't given the penalty, thankfully, and Leeds come forward once again. This time, Sam Greenwood trying to put a little bit of pressure on. Not working out. Jack Harrison with the ball from deep. Here we go. Luke Ayling now. He's got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 men around him. Lovely play by Leeds. He plays a lovely looping ball in. By the way, Luke Ayling, his crossing ability is back. I wouldn't say back to his best, because we all know how he started off the season, and then of course he was injury plagued when he first came back, and he wasn't quite looking himself. The game against Burnley and today as well, his delivery ability, I mean, it's always been good, but it started to really improve. It started to get back to his best. West Ham starting to stretch their legs. West Ham are starting to stretch their legs. They're starting to grow into it a little bit. But nothing too dangerous. You know what I mean, Joe? They've started to stretch their legs. They've got the ball forward. They've had a couple of decent set pieces, but they haven't really been endangering us. Meslier hasn't had too much to do so far this game. We look comfortable back there. They also look comfortable at the back. That's what I would say to counter that, is they look comfortable as well. No side as of yet with that real creative spark, that real bit of ingenuity to break them down. And it just looks like a game that's really lacking of some serious quality. Could Lewis Bate provide that though? He has looked a little bit electric when he has been on the ball, Lewis Bate. He's been sparkling, you know. He's got such a low centre of gravity and his agility is so good. Look at that there with the outside of the foot. He just twists and turns and he looks so hard to get the ball off. And he just looks like he could create something whenever he does get the ball at his feet. Jack Harrison, on the other hand, looks like he could create something for West Ham. Still 0-0 would be good at half-time. 0-0 would be decent at half-time. It would be alright. It would be good. Yeah, it'd be good. It'd be good. For West Ham, 0-0 at half-time would be good. But, you know, you'd want to go into half-time with a lead. With the players that West Ham have, with the paper-thin squad we have, with the makeshift defence that we have back there, I think you do want to go into it with half-time. Because we couldn't even keep a clean sheet against Burnley. And that was with what I would say a better defence than what we're operating with today. So if we are going to get anything out of the game, because I want to go on a cup run. I don't know about you guys, but I want to go on a cup run. It's been so long. I'd rather be up, but just say, no, 100%. 0-0 at half time is not a bad scoreline by any means. But I'm more interested in the performance than the scoreline. And so far, we've defended well, which I'm happy with. I'll take the positives out of it, that we have defended well at times, but we also haven't created anything. So if we are going to get anything out of this game, we're going to need to step on our gas. We are far too weak, garbage. Our squad is weak, yeah. I mean, look at us. Look at the squad we're playing, and we're drawing with West Ham. At the end of the day, with this squad that we have out on the pitch, the fact that we're drawing, as Joe said, not the worst for this squad. We have a lot of quality players on the bench as well that we could bring on and potentially change the game with. So yes, our squad is weak, but we're not garbage. We're not garbage. We just have a lot of injury problems, some COVID issues, and just a lot of issues in general, really. But I don't think we have I don't think we're garbage. I don't think we're playing garbage today. I think we're playing alright under the circumstances. We are such a short squad, especially up front. Yeah, we are. We really are. Bamford is the only source of actual height we have up there. Rafinha's a little bit taller, but again, he's short. And that's not such a bad thing. It's not such a bad thing to have a short forward line, you know. A lot of the best forward lines are short players, you know. They're comprised of short individuals. Those tend to be the more skillful, more flary players that you do desire. Tend to usually be a bit shorter. You do obviously want maybe at least one kind of focal presence up there, which Patrick Bamford usually delivers. Football fan, A up yourself, my man. How are you, my brother? Welcome to the family. I'm new. I know you are new indeed. Welcome. Just hit me with a subscribe. Welcome to the most forward-thinking young pioneers that the beautiful game has to offer. Welcome to the family, my man. And it is beautiful to have you here. I see you donning that beautiful Leeds United badge in your DP as well, so you clearly are an intelligent thinking individual. I'm sorry that this is the first time you're joining me and I am having some technical difficulties with the internet, so if it is chopping a little bit, I really do apologise. I will be back in my normal house next week for the return fixture of West Ham in the Premier League this time. But thank you for joining me nonetheless. Very good to have you here. What are you thinking of the game so far? 4-4-2, lump it up there. 4-4-2. Bit of Mike Bassett football right there. Yeah, I mean, what can you say? It could work. It could work, you know. Second half, 4-4-2, slap Dan James and Greenwood up top, eh? Absolute target men. We ain't got a target man to lump it up to. That's the fact of the matter. What are we going to do? Slap Klitsch up there? That's about the biggest chance of a target man we got. Or we could just put Cock up top. You know, just slack Cock up there. Fill him up with Viagra so he's nice and tall. And then just lump balls into him. That's about our only shot of having a target man, to be honest. Robin Koch, how do you guys think he's playing in that holding midfield role? But there are some impressive things about him, and I would say if you are going to be a successful midfielder, the most important attribute you have to have is a radar. And I know what you're thinking, James, what are you talking about? Call of Duty here? What are you getting, UAV up? What, you looking at the mini-map? No. A radar, basically, the best midfielders, like the Cesc Fabregas of the world, they know what's happening around them at all times, you know? They know what's happening behind them, they know what's happening to the left. They looked around them before the balls come to them. They've already anticipated what their next move is going to be before it happens. Oh my God, Lewis Bate with a glorious chance. Cock done alright. Cock has done alright. Lewis Bate with a glorious chance there. Sam Greenwood it is, whipping the ball into Jan James. And then it falls perfectly to Lewis Bate. All he has to do is crack a volley with his left foot. He stabs at it. Doesn't get a good connection, and it bounces along the floor, trundles into the goalkeeper's arms. What a glorious chance it was. Jack Harrison this time, whipping the ball in, is flicked in by Sam Greenwood. And he's unable to get the goal in. I mean, it was a nice improvised effort by Sam Greenwood with the back heel, but it does just p-roll into there. Not enough power on it. And West Ham come up the other end here with Antonio. Antonio, does someone want to take the ball off him? He's been chilling with the ball for about 20 seconds. Luke Ayling has just been standing him off. Walking in, walking out, doing the flipping hokey pokey. And Jared Bowen's Vlasic. Oh my God, what's going on? What's this pinball action? Meslier, what's going on? Oh my God, and Fornals, the Lanzini, sorry, has scored. Oh my God, what the hell was that? What the hell was that? 1-0 West Ham. Oh my Lord, what was that? What was that pinball action, man? What is that comical defending? You got Luke Ayling doing the hokey pokey, walking back, fucking walking in reverse at times there. Lanzini just chilling in the pocket. He gets the ball there. Fornals, I believe it is, in the box. It gets taken down by Kjelj there. It bounces off Meslier, bounces into Firpo, bounces back off Meslier, and then Lanzini is just chilling there, waiting for the ball. He has an easy tap-in the end. That is some comical defending right there. Slip and slide FIFA in the box. It bounces literally off Mellier's arse into Firpo, back off Firpo, back off Meslier. Oh my God. We're getting stuff now, shite team. Oh, hang on. VAR. Bit of VAR controversy. Possible offside. Oh my God. Hang on. It's going to be offside. No way. Is VAR actually going to nice us? Hang on. Yeah. Oh, does he touch it? Does Jared Bowen touch it? Jared Bowen has an important... If Jared Bowen didn't run across there, Meslier would have had an easier save. He does interfere with the game. He doesn't touch the ball, but he does interfere with Mellier's decision-making. But he does interfere with it. That's got to be disallowed. It's got to be chalked off. Offside? Is it offside? I can't see. Is it offside? It's still deciding. They're taking an awful long time deciding here. This has got to be offside. He doesn't touch it, but he's literally blocking Meslier. There's nothing Meslier like. He jumps over Meslier, completely harms his decision making. You got Antonio taking up space there as well from an offside position. This has got to be called offside. There's no other way about it. He's giving a goal! How's he giving a goal? Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. How's he giving a goal there? He's offside. And he jumps in Mellier's face. Mellier would have had an easy save there. He has Jared Bowen jumping in front of his face, almost fly kicking him in the face there. That's a flip. That's offside. That's ridiculous, man. That is ridiculous. You know, I don't want to be one of those guys like, oh, you know, there's a referee campaign against Leeds. But come on, man. Come on. When are we going to get some luck with these damn decisions? Whether it be VAR, whether it be the officials on the pitch, whoever it is. When are we going to get some luck, man? It doesn't matter. Why does it not matter? Why does it not matter? We don't really need to bother about the FA Cup anyway. I think we do. We don't, generally. We don't have to. Like, it's not massive for our season, you know. It probably is more important that we get points in the league. But I want to see a good cup run, man. Why not? At the end of the day, the most we can really hope for in the league this year is what? Mid-table. You know, if we're lucky, top 8. We're probably out of the contention for Europe now because of the way the start of our season's gone. So, why not have a good cup run? Why not have something to aim for this year? Something to strive for? Win something. Get to Wembley. Have a good day out at Wembley. Why not? At least it's not Premier League. No, at least it's not Premier League, but I want a cup run, man. I do want a cup run. It's been too long. And if all the years to go for a cup run is the year where we're not really competing for anything in the Premier League. In the Premier League, we're just basically playing for survival, which we will probably comfortably get. So, you know, this is the perfect time to go for a cup run. Jared Bowen, on the other hand, twisting and turning, flicks it through Robin Koch there. That was lackluster defending by Koch. And Leeds really under the cosh now. We're looking more open than a hooker's legs right now. We are shite, not going to win FO because we're still in trouble. We are still in trouble, but I think we'll comfortably get out of that trouble. And I think when we do, we won't really have too much else to go for. You know, I think that Burnley game was a telltale sign that, especially if it is between the two of us for relegation, we're a lot better of a side than them. Although, if we are to guarantee our survival, as you can see here with this squad we put out today, as you can see with Joe Gelhardt and Tyler Roberts getting injured last week, on top of the 9-10 players we already had out, we still haven't had Rodrigo for months. We're going to need to make some signings in January, so I don't know why we haven't really pulled our finger out yet. We're signing youngsters from Espanyol, but we're not signing the real deal. They said we're going to sign at least players. Still yet to see anything of note with it. Nandez apparently could be on his way. There's apparently very strong rumours of Nandez coming through. I don't know if you guys are excited about that, about him coming through. Burnley was a big test. Burnley was a massive test. I mean, it was between two people. Sorry, we have a corner here first. Jack Harrison whipping the corner in. Can we get it in? Terrible corner, easily caught. Burnley was the test. It wasn't just a big test. It was the test. It was a 6-pointer, really. If they beat us, they would have been 2 points behind us with 3 games in hand. It would have been massive for them. It would have been really, really bad for us. But we're better equipped than Burnley. On our day, on our best performance, it completely trumps them. And I know they were slightly off on the day. Yeah, I'm aware of that. But we were head and shoulders above them that day. We were head and shoulders above them. West Ham, though, really, really punishing us here. Antonio's still down. The Newcastle match in 2 weeks is a 6-pointer. Newcastle will probably have their influx of new players by the time Leeds play them. What influx of new players, though? Like, Trippier. Yeah, that's a good signing. They've been linked with Ousmane Dembele. I'll tell you now, first thing, they're not getting Ousmane Dembele. There's a reason why Coutinho went to Villa and not Newcastle, despite the fact Newcastle could have probably offered him a lot more money. Because Newcastle are in such a bad position right now. It's going to be really hard to attract top draw players over there. And the ones that do sign will have like probably some half price release clause if Newcastle do get relegated. But who in Newcastle realistically gonna sign? I mean, I think they probably will make 3 or 4 at least good signings. But I don't think they're gonna have anyone too game changing, to be honest. And when we play them in 2 weeks, I mean, what's the date now? The date is the 9th. In 2 weeks, it's going to be the 23rd, which means there'll be only a week left of the transfer window. So if we don't at least have a couple of new players in by that time, then we're in serious problems, and we're running close on not getting anyone once again. As West Ham come forward now in the 43rd minute of the action. Leeds looking tepid. Looking like we're scared to put a challenge in. Looking like we're scared to commit to the ball here. And Fredericks is loving every second of it. He's drinking it up. He's sucking it up. He is living in the sauce that Leeds are allowing him to right now. Dan James not putting under enough pressure there. Absolutely blazing it over the bar, might I add. What do you guys think of these new kits as we hit 7 whole goddamn likes? 7 whole goddamn living legends. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you're liking from. But all I know is you guys are absolute living legends. Thank you so much for that. But with ability to send fans. Send 9k over to Old Trafford again. That'll be one hell of a day. Newcastle after John Swift at Reading. Aubameyang at Arsenal on loan. And as he won't play for Arsenal again, according to what I'm hearing, they're poised to make a bid for Jesse Lingard. Could go back to West Ham. He could go back to European football. He has a plethora of top 6 sides that would want to buy Jesse Lingard. I'm pretty sure he's not going to find his way to... I will be shocked if Jesse Lingard finds his way over to Newcastle. Aubameyang is not going to end up at Newcastle this transfer window. Again, I would be absolutely shocked if Aubameyang found his way over to Newcastle this transfer window. No way, man. I know things aren't going well for him at Arsenal, but I see him probably holding off till the end of the year, going abroad, maybe lucking out and going to a PSG. You know, they like high ego players. That's kind of their style over there, you know, because they're trying to get rid of Icardi. He might find his way over to PSG. Inter Milan, you know, they've got Edin Dzeko up top, so they could probably do with strengthening up their forward line with someone a little bit younger. They could probably be in for an Aubameyang. There's a lot of top teams on the continent that would want Aubameyang. Aubameyang will probably not end up at Newcastle, I think. And Jesse Lingard, I don't see happening. The Newcastle bird, Amanda Staveley, must be quaking in her boots, wearing £100 million by not waiting a year to buy the club. Yeah, I don't think so. No, I see what you're saying, because if they get relegated, it's going to lose value of the club. But I'll tell you 2 things that will counteract that. First of all, I don't think he would have sold. I think the whole point of what was going on there was, Mr. Mike Ashley wasn't going to sell in the Championship. He never was. They went down before. He never panic sold in the Championship once. He was never going to do it again, because he wanted to milk as much money as humanly possible out of that club as they could. That's what he wanted to do. Furthermore, yes, their value may decrease in the short run by going down into the Championship, but because of the fact that they already have such lucratively rich owners, that value is never going to drop that much anyway, because they'll still be an appeasing asset, you know, for any players to come down there. And they'll be back within a year anyway. Newcastle, because they've already got the money, if they even get relegated, it's probably not bad for them. In fact, it could be beneficial, because the Premier League are doing a lot to block their sponsorship right now. They're not allowed to self-sponsor like a lot of other clubs in the league are. those rules don't apply in the Championship. So if they go down into the Championship, they could sponge it up with this self-supplying model, and you might actually weirdly see a position where they could spend more money than they can in the Premier League. I doubt that, but they'd still be able to spend a lot of money, and they'd still probably be able to get themselves a ship regime whilst they're down there, and they're not in the scrutiny of the Big Six and the other big dogs in the Premier League. Yeah, I don't think she'll be worried one bit. Plus, 100 million for them is chump change. Great result for Leeds. You, my friend, can go shut your mouth, puppet. You're not in any position to be talking at the moment, mate, with all the money you spent. And you say their Leeds must buy Phil Jones. Phil Jones, ironically, is your only good goddamn player at the moment. Ronaldo who? Who? What? Huh? All that money on Ronaldo can't outscore Rafinha? Can't outscore this beautiful man right there? Yeah, that's what I thought, mate. That's what I thought. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Probably 961 million or something in 6 years, 7 years you've spent. And you're doing what? Nothing. Who won a trophy more recently? Us or you? Us? So, you know what, mate? You can calm yourself down. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Bowen. Oh, my God. Meslier. No, what do you mean by no, not Meslier, anyway? What do you mean by no, not Meslier? When he was down. Oh, right. Yeah, got you there. Good to say Leo Gjeld make his... Is that how you say it? Is it Gjeld? Or Gjelde? Hergeldy, as the British would call him. Oi, give it to Hergeldy. Leo Gjeld makes his debut for the famous Whites, the mighty Whites of Leeds United. Hang on a second, Leeds with one last chance of the half. It's Mateusz Klich with a terrible cross. I don't think you can understate how bad that cross was there. What a chance Leeds have to potentially get a goal just before the end of the half. But a woeful cross. What the hell was that there? And Leeds could have been in serious trouble there just a second ago. If Jared Bowen goes in by himself, I think he probably scores. He instead decides to cut it back to Fredericks, who gets a shot off. And it is just about saved by Meslier. Almost bounces up back into the path of Jared Bowen again. But we are lucky to avoid... Pardon me. We are lucky to avoid conceding there. As Leeds, I was going to say Leeds go into half-time, but it's not looking like it. It's still 2 minutes past what it should be, and it's still going on. Rafinha stat pads on pens. Rafinha does not stat pad on pens, and you can't talking about stat padding on pens. Penaldo has made a career out of stat padding on pens, and Bruno Fernandes has been stat padding on pens the second he set foot in this country. So you cannot even try to talk to me about stat padding on pens. Rafinha has got more quality in his left foot than your entire squad. Another Norwegian I've played with the famous Leeds United shirt. Yes, and hopefully, in the not too distant future, there could be another Norwegian lacing up his boots in that famous Leeds United shirt. No points for guessing who that man is that I'm thinking of. Mark Jackson, do you think he has a full-time contract? Because most of the time he hasn't got a team. Exactly, mate. Mate, he's working part-time at the local McDonald's. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man, he's getting absolutely shafted. He's having to dip into the under-18s, the under-17s every time. This is meant to be a youth team that we've expected Mark Jackson to be winning the league with, but we're nicking off his players every time. He has done okay. Held has done okay. He's been all right. All right. Look, this is what I'm gonna say about Held. His positioning, for the most part, has been all right. He lacks a little bit of match intelligence. Sometimes he pushes a bit too far forwards, and he's left a couple of gaps in behind. He's made it easy for them to get through at times, especially near the end there. They've been doubling up on Junior Firpo with Jared Bowen and then kind of spreading it out wide, and then Kjeld has been caught a little bit too far forward at times there. Generally, when he has been challenged on one-on-one scenarios, Kjeld has held his own there. Obviously, still 45 minutes to go. Decent performance from him. I wouldn't jump to any conclusions about him starting over Koch or anything like that. But for the young lad, for his first game in centre half, bravo, my son, bravo. Good performance so far. However, a couple of times where he has left me a little bit scared. Thanks, Joe, M-O-T. Margin gone together indeed. Even Bait and Greenwood. Bait, alright, Greenwood has been drifting in and out of the game, if I'm honest. Greenwood hasn't really done anything too spectacular, if I'm honest. He hasn't really been lighting up the game. Bait, you see, Bait's one of those players where he doesn't even have to do much, but he just fills you with excitement. When I see him on the ball, you can see the quality there is abundant. He is clearly a top player. It's that low center of gravity he has on the ball. The sharp twists and turns. He's such a good dribbler for his age, for his lack of experience. His dribbling abilities on the ball are sensational. He's played a couple of lovely through balls there. A couple of nice ones to Sam Greenwood. He'd been fouled a couple of times. A couple of nice ones out to Dan James. He's looked good. He looks very good on the half pivot. As I was talking about earlier with the radar, I think Lewis Bate does have a good radar on him as well. He hasn't, like I say, he hasn't been running the show by any means. He hasn't, I'd say if you compare it to Adam Forshaw last week, he hasn't played as well as Adam Forshaw or Klitsch did. But our whole side hasn't played as good as we did last week. But he's one of those guys where you watch him and you feel like he's going to do something. He's going to have one moment of magic in the game. And he just fills you with excitement. And sometimes that's more important, you know. It's about how a player makes you feel, you know, in that position there. And Lewis Bate makes you feel excited. I think we were unlucky with the goal held our own, really. It was terrible defending. There. Way too easy for them to get through for the goal. Really poor defending. But we were unlucky because it should have been disallowed. Should have been disallowed, in my opinion, with VAR. That's what I think, at least, anyway. Should have been disallowed. What is, let me just check what the computer screen here has actually, before I twist it over. Let me check here. Hopefully this is the right screen. And it is the right screen. Alright, here we go. Time to look at the lineup today and the other results at half-time going on in the world of football. So, of course, early games today. Luton Town beating Harrogate Town 4-0. Cardiff currently beating Preston 1-0. Cardiff City are a bogey team. So if we are to progress, I'd like to see Preston make a comeback, to be honest. Because Cardiff always do us over. Always do us over. Charlton drawing with Norwich. Norwich cannot get a break. Liverpool beating Shrewsbury. Only 2-1 though. Who's the goal scorers in this one? Gordon and Fabinho with a penalty. They actually took the lead, did Shrewsbury Town. It'd be beautiful if we could see an upset in that game. But as you can see, a lot of youth players starting out for Liverpool. But almost their main defence. Aside from Trent Alexander-Arnold, you've got Konate, Van Dijk, Robertson and Kelleher. And they still conceded to little old Shrewsbury Town. Let me see. This keeps coming back. Stoke, Leyton Orient, Newcastle, Tottenham losing to Morecambe. Oh, mate, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Come on, what legend scored? What legend scored? Come on. Anthony O'Connor. Alfie McCalmont. Wow. Wow, Leeds legend Alfie McCalmont with the assist. Would you believe it? Would you believe it? Oh my days. Could you come and give Leeds an assist, please, Mr. Alfie? West Ham, Leeds, Wolves, Sheffield United, and Forest Arsenal happening later. Look, this is our squad. This is the starting 11, obviously, as I said before. Who out of this would you change? Who would you want to see come on at half-time? Who would you want to see come off at half-time? Who would you switch around here? Look, so far, I think it's personally been a decent performance, you know. I think it's been a good performance, if you look at the squad. If you take into account the squad we have on the pitch, it's been a good performance. Aside from that, we've really lacked some creative edge up front. So I think I would bring Somerville on at half-time. The problem is we don't have a striker. I think I would have to keep Dan James up front. I think we've seen a lot of interchanging between Greenwood and James. Greenwood, of course, starting up front on the squad sheet. But I think we've seen Dan James hold that central line quite a bit during this game. They have been interchanging with Sam Greenwood coming out left. And I think I would just stick Dan James up front in the second half. Bring on Rafinha. And then, depending on how Harrison plays, bring on Somerville after about 50 to 60 minutes of game time. In fact, maybe just bring Somerville on now. Somerville getting a hat-trick in the first half of his last under-23 games. Fantastic performance for him. He's in hot form. And Jack Harrison, you know, why not rest him for the league game coming up and give Somerville a run? That's probably what I would do. Put Somerville on for Harrison, take Greenwood off for Rafinha, and keep it like that. I think you'd be hard-pressed to take both James and Harrison off if we are to get anything out of this game. But as you said, we have been a bit unlucky this game. I am just going to go and refill my glass of water. I'll be back in about T-minus 66 seconds. Maybe 74 seconds, but no more than that. I'll be back in just a second.